All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I can't see anything right now, so I'm going to try to pull up on my phone and see what's happening. Can you hear me, Aisha? Hi. So I'm not really sure what's happening. Okay, I can see it now. Well, hello. So this didn't go as planned. For some reason, StreamYard did not want to work. So I am unfortunately going to have to do things a little bit different than planned. So hi. I can't actually, if I have it on my phone, I think I can see chat. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read the chat. So can you hear me, yes or no? Okay. Can you hear me, yes or no? Awesome, I can hear it. So that's all I need to know. Basically, just going to do things a little bit different. I am not going to be doing a normal build today, just thought for fun and see how the live stream goes, which obviously the StreamYard, for some reason, it's not working. I don't know if there's a problem with their server or what the deal is, but so this isn't going to be through StreamYard. This is going to be back on the OBS software, which I'm still not very familiar with. So we'll just see how this goes. And I'll go ahead and get started on the build for today. What we're doing, it's this, so I think it's Mecanno, yeah, Mecanno, or however you pronounce it. Their Erector Gears of War Armadillo construction set, and it's an 80-piece set, and most of those pieces are actually just the screws and bolts that hold it together. As you can see right here, pretty simple little build, and my wife bought these a long time ago, and I thought, you know what, they'd just be something fun to put together, because, I don't know, she must have had these for like 10, 15 years, or, I don't know. She's a diehard Gears of War fan. I'm not really, but they've been sitting in storage forever, and it's something to build and something that would be a lot of fun to do. So I'm going to move down to the workbench. It's going to be hard for me to try to follow chat. Unfortunately, the only person that I see on chat right now is Aisha, and so it might be a little delayed. I don't know. I'm going to have to kind of try to keep an eye on it on my phone. And, oh, whoa, never mind. So we've got a whole bunch of people's here. Maker's Cave. I am so glad that you were able to join me. I don't know how this is working because, like I said before, the StreamYards is doing something weird. It didn't want to connect. It actually got a 404 error when I tried entering StreamYards to do everything and set it up. So I'm just going to go back to the old school OBS, and I'll answer a couple of your chats here. They're all the way over here. For some reason it's not updating on my phone, but oh well. So I have to look all the way over here. Hey Dave, how are you doing? Sprue and Glue. And Steve's here. And hi Nat, Dexter's Crafter, so good to see you. I need your and Lewis's help when it comes to, because I did the what's the other one that you guys uses, the Streamlabs, or I believe, and I could not get it to work quite the way I thought, so I'm gonna have to bend your ear about some of the things that I might need to do to work with that software instead. So, and Lewis, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it back. I'm excited to see what maybe you brought home with you from your trip. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I heard it was not quite as busy this year. So hopefully, I'm sure you came home with photo etch. Apparently the new thing is, and I guess a lot of people are talking about it now, but pre-painted photo etch. And I bet as soon as you heard about that, you probably went pretty crazy and excited about that. So let's see. Joshy B, thanks for joining me. Good to see you. So it looks like I am all caught up, so we are going to try putting this pretty simple little set together. It's ages 8 and up, so I think I qualify, maybe just barely, and it's 2 figures. So because there's 2 figures that do come with it, actual size. But I was going to have 2 different cameras set up, and I had that already set up on StreamYard, but because it didn't work, all you're going to get is the overhead camera, which is the one I'm using right now. So I'm going to have to point you down to the workbench, and let's go ahead and get started on this. I'll try to keep an eye on chat as best I can. I'm wondering if I can move it. Can I pop it out of here? Yes, pop chat out. And I will move chat over to here. And there we go. Now I can keep an eye on you guys. Oh, Streamlabs is back online now. That's okay. This is where we're at. So I'm going to move down to the workbench. And I don't have my board of adverts, as Dave calls it. I had to put that away. It's pretty big, and I'm still waiting to get some stickers from you guys. So it'll be pretty exciting. Once I get those stickers. I already have a few from like Richie's Hobbies or RW Hobbies, and hey Kenny, Kenny from Hobby Link International, how are you? So what I did was I went ahead and cut open the instructions. I haven't actually looked at them quite yet, so I'm gonna pull them out. So my wife also had a, what is it? It's called the King. It's called the King Raven, and it's a big one. And I'm going to build that too one day just for fun again. But a few years ago, I actually built that because I was bored out of my mind, and it was a fun little build. So these are just the stickers that come with it, and then your destruction manual. Hopefully there's a lot of pictures because I don't feel like reading a lot today. And there you go. It, gives all your parts, your usual stuff. And look at that. Perfect. I will be able to follow along just fine. So yeah, Lewis, I hope you'll get a chance to put pictures from Telford up soon, because I've seen a few already. Fred, I think his name's Fred. He did his video earlier today, and was this morning actually for me, and was posting a few pictures from his time there, and said that he got to meet you and Nat and a bunch of others, so that's pretty cool. So this looks like the first thing they want you to do, and that's the cool thing about, let's see if I can do this so you guys can actually see it. And it says it comes with all the tools that you need, but I highly doubt that they are going to be the best tools, but we'll go ahead and use them. Yeah, Telford. So what I will do is go ahead and just leave everything out here in this little pile. Here are the tools that we received with our little kit. And it looks like I can put this off to the side for right now. And then the bags, they're not really numbered, so it's just kind of a guessing game from the looks of it as to what goes where and when and why and how. And it looks like the first thing they want you to do is start out with this little dude. And it's going to go in here. I moved my overhead camera farther away than I usually have it, and that was because some of the things that I'm working on are getting quite big, and I almost feel like it's too far away, but it's probably too complicated to adjust it. So no way, you actually bought the 1500 Enterprise? Which one? I'm surprised. I thought you didn't like the Star Trek stuff. Is it the one from Into Darkness? Oh, heck yeah. When we come over there for our little trip in 2025, I'll have to tell my aunt, because she's coming with us because we're going to visit family in Norway, and but we will definitely be making an effort to try to schedule it around Telford in 2025 so that I can go. Yeah, oh cool. Lewis, I just picked up 2 of those kits because I'm doing them. I'm going to do the build. I bought 2 because I heard that sometimes the kit could be hit or miss. And the first one I opened ended up being pretty nice, but I'm going to keep the second one as a backup. But from what I hear, it's a really cool kit, and I've seen a lot of people do it, and it's a nice looking ship. I really like the looks of it. Oh, you got a spray booth too. That's really cool. Yeah, you know what? We should do a. I can't start mine until January, and I don't know when you're planning on building yours. But I have the second one too, so we could always do kind of a fun friend build or something, like, you know, if you wanted to build the Enterprise together. Because I'm ordering the photo etch for it, for both of them actually, and then I'm also ordering the masks. And then the lighting kit, it depends on if we can talk HobbyLink International into producing a board for it. Then hopefully I can get a board from them. Otherwise, I have thought about trying to do it myself. I'm not really too familiar with, with lighting and stuff. The last time, to be honest, that I actually did any sort of electronics, like the when it comes to like miniature scale with having to solder and all that. I mean, I've done stuff on my truck and on you know, my vehicles and stuff, but I haven't done anything like that with the little wiring and all that. I haven't done anything like that in probably, oh my gosh, it would have been in high school, so 20 plus years ago. Yeah, Joshy, Telford, UK. I definitely want to go when we are there, so I'd have to schedule our trip around the time that Telford's happening. No PE. Did you see any of the painted PE though? That some kits are actually coming out with it painted. This is kind of a top secret thing, so anybody from like Kenny and anybody else from Hobby Link International, close your ears. But I'm getting an Edward helicopter, and I won't say which one it is because it's going to be epic. It's pretty huge. I wish it was bigger than it actually is, but still for the helicopter that it is, the scale it's in is amazing. And it comes with the painted PE as well as all the masks and everything. It's typical Edward kit, or Edward, however you want to say it. Yeah, no, I feel you've got a lot of other things to keep you busy. So I'm actually taking this back out because I installed the wrong nut. So it wasn't very clear in the destruction book until you actually put it all together, and it moved on to the next set of instructions. So bye. Take care, Aisha. Have a good one. Alright, yeah, that fits much better in there. Because these have to go a certain direction. I also ordered my very first wooden kit. And it's this little race car, and it should be coming today. Can't remember. I told Sprue and Glue Dave who the make of it was. It's a pretty common wooden model manufacturer, and I think it will be kind of something different and fun. You know, I like doing you know, changing things up a little bit from time to time, mostly just because you know, it's easy for me to get bored with something, and that's probably why I have you know, 12 different models going on at the same time. But right now I'm in that paint phase with a lot of them, and I forgot how long painting takes and how it can really slow things down. Okay, that's weird. So that didn't work. I think I had the wrong screw. So, oh, for the Superbug? Yeah. You know, speaking of models for heroes, Airfix, the Airfix Club, I emailed whoever owns Airfix. I can't remember who the main company is, but everything seems to go through them, and they have the Airfix Club, in the UK, but they don't have one in the US. And I emailed them and I was like, you know, this would probably be fairly popular here. And I know I would definitely want to be a member, but yeah, they won't let you do it if you're not in, I think pretty much just the UK, it seems like. They might do it for Australia and a few other places maybe, but I know I couldn't do it. And I think it would be kind of cool because you get discounts on certain things and yeah, I don't know. But we don't really have any like clubs like that, and there used to be a lot more when I was younger. I remember there were different clubs for things like that. For you'd get like a model a month or something like that. I think back then my parents paid for it, but so one for your calendar. It's looking like Telford will be 8th and 9th. Oh, they already have it scheduled that far out in advance, Nat? That's insane. That would actually, that's probably a good time. What do you think? Is November a good time to visit? Oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. I could donate because I have a bunch of Airfix kits, and I could just mail the stamps or whatever it is off the back of them to you, Lewis, because it sounds like they do a lot of donations and stuff for Models for Heroes. It sounded like. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Nat. So I'm assuming these are probably what they're... Okay, I was thinking maybe it was what they were calling a seat, but it's not. It's a little hinged bracket. The one thing I always have a tendency, even when I'm just recording my usual videos, is to try to keep things in camera. So hopefully I'm not going too far off camera for you guys today. This is only my second live stream, so it's I'm gonna get there. It was definitely interesting the other night when it was, or Sunday morning actually, when I was trying to live stream and I had no idea for a while that I was talking and nobody could hear me, and then at the very beginning there was a huge echo, which was, I'm sure, terrible for those of you that were watching, and I had to keep just a portion of it in when I edited it, but shouldn't be too bad. So these, I'm not going to tighten them down quite all the way yet, just because I'm not entirely sure how far back they have to be, because there's that little slot that it can slide on. I have no idea what we're going to do with this when I'm done with it. Probably put it back in the box and put it back in the storage unit, but because Melissa and I, neither Melissa nor I really have any desire to have these sitting out, but it's something fun to do, I guess, you know. So this will be the fun part. So it goes on the front like so, and you've got to get your little screw in there. She's she spent some of your Telford money budget. I know she was in charge of the wallet. That would be my wife. She'd want to know everything I was buying and if I really needed it. Of course, I always try to justify it by saying I need everything. Ah. So did you guys end up staying the whole time? There we go. So that guy, I can go ahead and tighten these down. Just want that just about like so. And we got to put on the fenders. I was hoping to finish this in an hour, but you know how that goes. So were they not there this year? I thought that they were supposed to be there this year. Pontos and Edward. Let's see, those are the. It's hard to tell which ones they want, which screws they want you to use because they're not really labeled. And that does look like the shortest one, so that is what I'm going to use. Saturday morning, came home Monday. Yeah, that's awesome. I bet, you know, Connor especially, I bet he's going to love it. He'll probably spend more money than you. Oh, man, I'm surprised you didn't come home after hearing they weren't there. Man, that sucks. I wonder if that's why Nigel didn't spend hardly any money while he was there. He said he pretty much walked away without spending too much, but he did buy a few things. Or no, I think he was given a few things. I don't think he bought anything. This would be kind of a fun little deal to paint up, maybe, and I don't know. I don't know if the wife would let me, because these are hers. She bought these. Okay, moving on. Oh, see, I already did a step I wasn't supposed to, but it's because I don't read the instructions. I just kind of... I wasn't supposed to do the other side yet. Oh well. It's a typical Kalan move. So then, got this side. One thing that I am planning on doing later today and tomorrow is I will for sure be getting the flat clear coat onto the Bismarck. It's been sitting for too long and I need to get it done because I really need and want to get a video done on it. So I'm definitely going to be working on that probably this evening and tomorrow for sure. And then I want to get more more painting done this week. So the hard part is trying to get videos edited and doing all that fun stuff, and trying to build, film, and produce content all at the same time. A lot of you know how that goes. So that's like the biggest thing I'm running into. And originally I anticipated putting out 3 videos a week, and that now that I don't have a huge backlog of videos, it might be smart to just drop it to like 2 a week, and maybe just throw in a live stream here and there, because if I can get better at live streaming, it's kind of fun actually, and definitely, you know, going on and spending time with other people on their streams, like Nat and Lewis, like that was a whole lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I think I talked more than more than Nat usually does. Oh, he was given some sanders from Premium Hobbies, but didn't buy anything. Fair play to him, though. Yeah. And then Lewis says, it was lucrative for Nat, though, due to my kind nature. She might have something special coming for her views, but I'll let her tell you all about it when it's confirmed. Awesome. Cool. I'm excited to hear what that is. Did you get any filming done while you were there, Lewis? I know it's hard to throw that in there sometimes, you know, because you've got so much other stuff going on, but the Centaur model, yeah, in fact, she has that one, and we can't find it. Because she was asking me about it the other day when I pulled these ones out of the storage unit. She also has a bust, and I think it's a bust of. I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, but whatever the main character's name is. And I can't even think of it right now. But yeah, she has that, and it came with like a whole game pack or something. But the thing is giant, and it sits in its box in the storage unit. But you know, she always complains that I have more in the storage unit than she does, and that's not true. I don't think she realizes how much of that stuff in there is hers. Oh no, that's too bad. Yeah. Stupid memory card. General, oh, is that his name? All right, where are we? Put that little guy on. See, and there's no names for any of the stuff. It's just pictures. Then you flip her over and just, it's basically the same thing, just backwards. All right. We're running out of nuts, so I'm assuming we're almost done, for your guys' sake. But this gives me something to do, I guess, while I'm hanging out with friends and chatting. Yeah, Joshy, she knows it's somewhere, but when there's stuff, we moved down to California about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, and we bought our house 4 years ago, and we don't have a big enough house to keep everything because I have a boat that stays in the storage unit as well, so it's covered and protected. But then we have a ton of stuff in there that we haven't even opened since we moved down here. So it's just a matter of she needs to come down there with me sometime and just kind of go through stuff, and it's in there. We'll find it one of these days. So I did that. You've got this little guy. Yeah, Lewis, I would love that. That would be a lot of fun. And then what I'll do, if I don't have to rob any parts off of the other Enterprise that I bought, I'll save it, and whenever you're ready, we can do I don't know what you call it, like kind of a friend group build or whatever. I really want to get the hood, and right now right now Alex Builds is building it, and I'm really jealous because it's looking really good. I didn't know until I saw was it Nigel that built it, or I can't remember who built it. Somebody on one of the channels was building it, and yeah, I didn't know they made the 200 hood, and I've always loved that ship just because of its history. Yeah, buddy build. That's what. Thanks, Lewis. Don't mind me. My brain is always going like 10,000 miles a minute, and it's like the word will be there sometimes, but all right, we're almost to the end. Yeah, I'm excited to put that wood model together, though. That race car. It'll. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that one just for fun, or do it on the channel, or I could do it on a live stream, which is always an option. So, okay, so I already put that on. That's why. Okay. Now we go over to this guy, flip it this direction, and oh, my dogs. Yeah, my dogs are going crazy. I need to look at the camera and see what they're doing. They're probably chasing either a cat that decided to stupidly come in our backyard, or they're fighting over an apple that has fallen on the ground. I don't see them on the camera, so oh, there they are. They're fine. Yeah, our big dog. We have a little dog. His name's Sailor, and I call him the terrorist because he's a terrier Chihuahua mix, and he has the worst habits of both breeds. And he's a royal pain in the butt, and he does stuff on purpose to piss off our big dog. And she's a like a Shar-Pei Chow German Shepherd mix. So, and she has some of the strangest qualities. She's very protective of my wife, and she's very nervous around me because I don't know if she was abused from a previous owner, but we rescued her after a fire. She was a rescue from a fire that happened, and we rescued her a couple years ago, about 3 years ago. And she has some very strange quirks. Like, she's very nervous all the time. If my wife and I leave, like, she constantly has to have an eye on me. That's the thing. But if my wife and I leave, she goes nuts. Like, she has the worst separation anxiety I've ever seen. And we'll go to sleep at night, and we have to put up a gate because she'll go and either try to get into bed, or she will lay on our clothes, and she'll pull stuff down. My wife will set out her clothes for the next day for work, and Holly will pull the clothes down off the dresser. It's the weirdest thing. She's nuts. Yeah, you should, Lewis. That would be sweet. With the 1-200. So this just goes in here and magically stays in place. But yeah, it's funny because so Sailor, the little one, the Chihuahua Terrier mix, he will intentionally get her riled up so that she'll get in trouble, because he knows that she'll get yelled at if she does something stupid, and she does stupid stuff a lot. Just because she doesn't really, I don't know what kind of home she had. It's like almost like she didn't know how to dog, if that makes any sense. And she thinks she's people, and he knows that he can get her in trouble just by, him behaving very bad. And then he'll act all innocent, and she acts all guilty because she looks guilty all the time because she sulks. And we are almost to the finish line. This will be one of the fastest builds I've completed in ages. So this is going in this direction. This is going like that. And then I wonder if the tires on this are rubber or plastic. We'll be putting them on here in just a second, so we'll find out. I know I kind of felt bad because Sue, Ice Queen, was doing her live stream, but I originally had intended to do this yesterday, but I never went to sleep. Was it Sunday night? Because I was trying to work on some stuff, and I wasn't really tired. And then about 5 o'clock in the morning, I decided I was tired and went to bed instead and rescheduled it for today. The tumbler actually would be kind of a cool model build. I think I've seen it out. Somebody had come out with it. So let's give you guys a good view of what this crazy thing looks like. I don't even know like what game this was from. Maybe it was from the first one, but I know there's like several of them because she plays like Gears 5 now or something. And my nephew actually, I have a nephew that he actually is super into Gears of War 2, and he has played like every single game. I just can't do that. I can't sit there and play games. I get bored with them. So they're actually rubber, which is kind of neat. And it doesn't look like it matters what direction they go. Oh my gosh, Josh, yeah. If I knew what was on that dog's mind, even half the time, my life would be a whole heck of a lot easier. So basically, See, I had never heard of it either, Lewis, until I had met my wife. It's got to be just like Star Wars. So then there's these really weird little tiny wheels that I assume, yeah, those all go on up. See, I already did this wrong. I'm special. There we go. This is usually like when I, for instance, like for the Land Rover, and several, pretty much any build that I typically do, I will spend a lot of time reviewing the instructions, and I'll go over and kind of pick the paint schemes and do all that stuff well ahead of time of me even doing the build. And so what's kind of caught me up a little bit with these part work builds, like the Ecto 1 and the Eleanor, and all of all of those builds, is I haven't done that. So when I open it up and start putting it together, I haven't gone through and looked at the instructions, which is something that I really should do, because that's what I do in my normal building life. And I think that's one of those things where it's kind of tripped me up with the recording process and stuff like that, because it's just made things harder because I haven't reviewed the plan ahead of time. And so that is something that I think with the new format that I'm going to be, instead of giving a tutorial, which I never really intended to give tutorials in the first place, it just kind of ended up starting out that way. But I think if I just kind of showcase the build and just show me building it, I think my life will be a lot easier, and I will be able to make better content for all of you guys. So that's kind of the direction I'm going with those build-ups. And basically, now I just got to give them their little guns, and then I'm not going to put the stickers on it just because I haven't asked permission yet. But still don't know what her plans are for these, but frankly, I don't think she cares anymore because they've been sitting around for so long, and she just kind of bought them for fun. But a lot of guns. Looks like there's some unpainted ones that maybe those they go on the vehicle. So these little guys are tiny guns that somehow go in here. That one seems a little too fat to fit in. Hi, I'm Mark. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Joshy. You know more about this model than I do, so I appreciate it. He's my moderator. That's what you can be, as my moderator. I don't know if these guns are going to fit in here. I don't want to break it, but anyway, it's been an hour. I think you guys have had enough, but let me flip this camera up here. And thank you so much for joining me on my second live stream, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that Nat and Lewis were able to join me, and I'm glad you guys had a good time in Telford. And I look forward to. I really did miss the Saturday night crash, and then also the Dexter's Crafters. It's always kind of a nice evening on afternoon for me on Friday nights and Saturdays. So, and hey Josh, what's up? Joshy, explain to Josh what this is, because this. But yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that for all of you that were able to join me, and Steve, thanks for coming, and Mrs. Maker. So I'm glad that you were able to pop in as well, and look forward to this coming week. I don't know. I'm just babbling, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see y'all pretty soon. So take care. I don't know how to exit. This is one of those things I've got to work on, is trying to figure out this OBS software. So let's see. There we go. I think I did a thing. Bye guys.